it's just so much fun because you can just act like an idiot and no one knows it's you. And you get super sweaty and it's a great workout. And my best moment from that, I always try to like get the refs to dance and stuff when there's a timeout. And Dr. Anderson was there one time at a basketball game. So I go up next to him and I'm just kind of like, and he did it. He danced. The president danced in the gym. There you go. My favorite is Chicken Tuesdays in the calf because everyone's like, oh, Chicken Wednesdays in the deli. The deli's not that great. Okay, you can't get very much food, and it's the same thing every time. But there's also chicken in the calf on Tuesdays, and so my favorite meal is I take the chicken strips and make a chicken salad, and then I'd have green tea, and hopefully they'd have the peanut butter marshmallow bars because those were the best. Actually, a week before it was due, I'm asking anyone at this point, like, hey, you want to run? I don't know you, but let's do it. And then I was really trying to find a guy to balance it out, and I ran into Austin Muckow. And I didn't really know him at that point, but he was in one of my music classes. I'm like, hey, want to be vice president? And he said yes, and I was kind of shocked. I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. And then it was really good. He was the perfect person because just his personality and the way that he fit in his role, because he let me lead and come up with most of the ideas, but he still was able to add and go along. And we had a debate against the other candidates, and it was super fun because one of the cool things was we didn't even plan what to wear, but we showed up and we were wearing the same color, and it looked great. And then we talked a little bit. We came up with our platform and like a couple objectives and things that we wanted to do, but we hadn't had too much time to get to know each other yet. But just the way that we tag teamed questions, it was awesome because like I knew that I could trust that he was going to have a good response when he took the question. So that people matter, and as Coach Allison would say, emotions are a good thing. It's very easy for me to just be focused on the goal and be like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get it done, because people just kind of slow you down and get in the way. But it's important to take time for them and to realize that you do need them, because at some point you're going to fail. You can't do it all on your own. And then the whole emotions thing, just coming into college, my mindset was kind of like, no, emotions are stupid, they lie, don't listen to them, just use logic and reason. And spring semester was always pretty stressful once we got playing games, and I'd have like music stuff in school, and there was always about the middle of the semester where I'd just kind of have a breakdown and be like, why am I doing all of this? And then I'd push through it and be okay. But I just have to learn to be real with my coaches and my teammates and be like, hey, I know my mind's not really here right now. I'm really trying, and I'll get back to it. I will be here. Just give me a little time. So just learning that we're human and it's okay. Probably the most important person is Carl Fletcher. He was my advisor. And I mean, the subjects he taught weren't super exciting because it was like accounting and statistics and stuff like that. But he is definitely the person that I needed to be my advisor because he has an MBA and a law degree as well. And he just really encouraged me to pursue that. And actually, the best advice he ever gave me was in one of his classes. He told me to skip class. And I know that sounds strange, but I pretty much had everything done, and he told me, you know what, just don't come, go do something fun. Because especially my first 2 years at school, I was just very tense, and I didn't skip class, and I had to do everything perfect because I didn't want to mess up, and he really helped me to relax. And I think maybe to other people that wouldn't be good advice, but to me that's what I needed. My mom is definitely my biggest supporter. So, I mean, we live 2 hours away, and she came to most of my home softball games, to be honest, and then she'd just drive here and watch me and drive back. And it's definitely the support that I needed because she wasn't like yelling the whole time. She was just like, I'm here and I'm watching and I support you. And so that was nice. I'm really glad I got to know Bree Williamson for cross country, and just it was cool to hear her story and how she only did cross country her senior year in college, and now she's like this big marathoner and she's amazing, and just how it's possible, and that it's just about beating your own personal time and getting better and working hard. And then also the way that she balances that with her professional life. She's been a really good influence. I mean, I have to say Allison. She's one of the few people that has been here since the moment I came to school. Like, I met her before I even came here. And that, I know we've had our times where we didn't quite get along, but I still really respect her, and I've learned so much from her, and she'll always be my coach. I'm very passionate about America, and especially like our history, and I think a lot of it comes from my family, and that we're very patriotic, and a lot of our family members have served, and my brother's a Marine, and also coming from an agricultural community, and just the work ethic and discipline, and just the attitude that no one's going to give me anything. I need to work for everything that I get, and I value conservative values. And so I really want to fight for that, because I feel like, especially the small town feel and the work ethic is really in decline in America. And then just a lot of the recent court decisions I feel like are misrepresenting the Constitution, and that we need to get back to the roots. So that's what I want to fight for. Well, I've tried to plan this out.
Okay.
I'm a really big planner, so I could tell you all that.
I wouldn't guess that, yeah.
So next 4 years I'm going to school, and I'll get my JD and my master's in public policy. And then I'll need to work my butt off for 3 years and pay off loans. Hopefully I'll get married within that time too. And then I'll have children. I'd like to have 5, because that fits in a minivan and it just makes sense. And maybe do like some part-time legal consultation and stuff while they're little at least. And then I'm really going to start my political career. And then we'll just see what doors open. Either I might go the elected route, maybe be like a senator or the president or something, or maybe be appointed to Supreme Court. We'll see.